Hey everybody, it's KZ and welcome back to Let's Play Trauma Team. Last time, we had a very gripping moment with Hank Freebird. And in this one, we have to deal with the bombing. We also got a little bit more knowledge into what's going on with Naomi's whole unfortunate, I guess, disease that's killing her. But we don't have to worry about that. She don't care. Gonna go look at the evidence. Hey, what's up? Oh yeah, I'm supposed to look at the body, aren't I? My bad. Okay, so this is the first recording of one of these types of a Naomi segment since I started the LP. I'd like to apologize if I miss things or overthink things. That's just my thing. I'd like to apologize for that. Expect more of it. None in those pants. So the explosion ripped through the blue polo. Nothing out of the ordinary. I can see his butt area. Yeah, none we can actually, get off of it, so. We're just gonna have to look at the body, which I'd rather not, but goes with the job. Anything in the back of the body? No. Turn it around. Ooh! Well, first of all, there's something inside the wound.
This piece of metal is lodged in the corpse's body. This is probably because...
The explosion blew it there. Extreme form of body piercing. I'd love to pick that, but, well, I don't want to lose.
Right. The force from an explosion can turn almost anything into a deadly projectile. We'll need to look at this later to find out just what it is, though.
First piece of evidence, a little piece of metal that flew in. From here...
This wound is likely from the impact of the explosion.
Get some info on that
Studying
explosion.
The pattern of these wounds may help us determine how far the victim was from the explosion.
Kind of an extreme amount of cuts. Guess they count that whole thing as like... So just checking out the arms didn't do anything? Check the hands. Always check the hands, Casey. Because there's always been some evidence in the hands, and there is right here.
The epidermis on the hand has thickened stratum corneum. This indicates repeated application of pressure, friction, or force to this area. A condition commonly known as a callus. If I recall correctly, his occupation was...
A tennis player. Here it is. A green grocer.
Ah, yes, he was a tennis player. This means that his dominant hand was...
Right. Because it's his right hand.
This, along with the musculature on the arm, suggests he was right-handed.
Now, I know there were some concerns of whether or not I should do some cutting in these types of episodes, but unfortunately there's just so much content that is put into these types of procedures, there's nothing really to edit aside from me taking an extended amount of time on a puzzle, which I do anyway. Unless I'm pretty much the ones where I'm super stumped, at least. Let's see if we can connect things. Piece of metal found in the corpse. Seems the blast put it there. What's it from? Little guy. You can have it.
Hey, little guy. I need something looked at.
Okay. This? It's a piece of steel pipe. You could find this anywhere. What do you need me to check?
It was lodged in Aiden's corpse, probably propelled by the blast.
I see. I'll perform a chromatographic scan on it then.
Please do.
This?
Have you found anything out?
There's black powder on it. It was probably used as the propellant in the explosion.
I see. If that's the case, then that piece of metal is...
Shrapnel from a bomb? Or mislabeled pepper shaker. I'm gonna go with shrapnel.
Yes. It's most likely part of the bomb that killed the victim. Black powder and a steel pipe. We're one step closer to finding out how this bomb was made.
Alright. These wounds were on Aiden's corpse. They might be able to tell something about the explosion. These won't combine, obviously, because they have like 4 notches each. So, see? I'm trying to get back into remembering how this works. So we got calluses on the right hand. The thickened stratum shows that he was right-handed. Maybe finding out the pattern.
How are you, little guy? I want to know more about these wounds.
Sure. The wounds spread in a radial pattern. Looking at the angles, it seems that they're centered on the abdomen.
In an explosion, the shockwave travels in a sphere from the point of origin. Of course, parts of the bomb and the surrounding materials are caught up in the shockwave. The wounds on the body indicate this radial pattern. If the bomb did in fact cause these wounds, the bomb must have been...
After looking at the radial wounds left on the corpse and the distance between the victim and the bomb when it went off was within a meter, because of the way the pattern looks, at least to me. Yeah. So it was a close-range explosion. Because if it was like farther away, we'd see a lot less lacerations. You know, there wouldn't be as many.
Yes. It would have been very close, within a meter of the victim. In other words, the bomb was right in front of the victim when it went off.
Yikes. I'd never want that to happen to me.
Thanks for that. Maybe connecting these two? I just wanted to try. Anything on my recorder? Oh, we got some from Melissa. The manager for Aiden asked about the events leading up to the explosion and precautions taken. Just listen to it, okay.
Yes, I'm alright. I've calmed down now. Yes, I'd heard that the next target would be an athlete, but I never imagined Aiden would be murdered. We just had the security on his home increased, after all. He didn't want to do it, but I convinced him. Yes, the more famous you are, the more danger you're exposed to. On the day it happened, I was going to go over some arrangements with him. I called him about an hour before. He seemed to be perfectly normal then. When I parked in front of his house, it suddenly exploded. Huge flames just burst out of the windows. It was so sudden. I thought that there had been a gas leak or something and that I had to rescue him. I managed to force the door open and I saw him on the floor. I frantically pulled him out by his legs, but by the time I got him out of the house, he wasn't breathing anymore.
Dr. Kimishima, did you review the testimony recording? Oh, by the way, about the manager. There's almost no chance that she's the culprit.
How do you figure that?
We've done a complete background check on her, and her home has been searched thoroughly. Based on that, I'd say that we can trust her testimony.
Is that so? So, is the bomber a magician then?
Huh?
According to the manager's testimony, the victim's security was perfect. How did this so-called revolutionary plant the bomb in his house, arm it, and time the explosion perfectly to kill the victim?
Good question. The only thing we can say about this bomber is that the victims were killed by bombs.
Well, let's continue investigating then. It's my job to solve cases like this.
Well, at the very least, we have an unknown method. So, the bomber is called the Revolutionary. That's cool. I like it when they call themselves, like, cool names. The Revolutionary's fourth statement. Let's listen. Let me guess. You've, altered your voice to sound cool.
Hello? Hey! You listening? It's the Revolutionary. guys are listening, yeah? Stepping up to the plate? You know, who is it that's in the newspaper? The Corpse Whisperer? Yeah, that is one smoking hot tomato. She's definitely my type. Now that she's paying attention, I'll be nice and give this my best shot, too. Ready? Okay. It'll be a white guy. That's my only hint. You'd better try your best. She's supposed to be a real firecracker, right? I'm looking forward to this.
What a lunatic. He disgusts me.
This murder is just a game to him. Sick bastard. Well, it's not like we're ones to talk.
Have you forgotten our promise, little guy?
Oh, right. No talking about the past. Sorry.
So, was the voice on the phone processed at all?
We've run a spectrographic analysis on the voice from the recording. It doesn't look like there's any audio manipulation being applied to the voice. Cocky bastard.
I see. So that's the revolutionary's real voice, is it? If that's true, then we can tell that he's
a young male. Or an alien. Or female. Or a young female alien. Who's also old.
Voice. He also gave us an advance notice of the next bombing. He said that his next target would be
A Caucasian man, a Caucasian woman, the nation of Japan, the CIFM direct. No, it's the United States of Japan. You know it. Caucasian. Caucasian means white.
That's right, a Caucasian male. That's a little vague.
No kidding. We're doing what we can to narrow down possible targets.
Huh, good. We don't want any more deaths from this maniac's hands.
Okay. Let's see. Maybe connect the dots. Alright, we got... Aiden's manager says security has been increased. After listening to the recording, it seems young male. I don't think we have anything else, so we'll just drag these to you. Just to see if you can give me anything. It says you cannot. I'll have you drag the hand injury, actually. Nope? Okay. Well, now that we know that, we don't have anything we can go off on this. Don't think so. Unknown... Actually, maybe we do with an unknown method, along with the close-range explosion. No? Okay. Unknown method with bomb fragment? How about bomb fragment? I did that already. You know what? No, fine. 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 Actually, not fine. I'm stumped already. All I can do is listen to these testimonies, so there's no real need to listen to them. And I've already investigated the outside. I guess I should drag everything. Yeah, there's nothing I can do, so I gotta just drag stuff here. Unknown method combined with him being a young male? How about white male target? He's a young male. How about unknown method that? I am... How about bomb fragment with unknown method? Okay, I feel really bad because people are like, man, how could you not know this? You have to go into the evidence room and hit up, up, down, down, and you'll figure it out. This must mean I'm missing something from the initial investigation here. Wait, hold on, exit. She said a thing. She said a thing and I completely ignored it because video games. Something left I could find out by investigating the body. What did I miss? Wouldn't let me look at any of the other lacerations. Legs and junk look fine. fragment there, obviously. Oh my god! How did I miss the side of the hand?
What is this? There's some kind of substance on his finger.
Ah, man.
It's peculiar that it's there. Further research may tell us more.
Let's go back and have a little guy examine this whole thing. I already kind of half-assed it when I was going into our characters here. Feel like I maybe ramble on about these two a little bit more, but not now. We gotta have some research
What's this
done.
substance, little guy?
Give me a moment. I'd assume it's something that was carbonized by the blast. Huh. No, wait.
What's the matter?
Well, this isn't soot or a remnant of something that had been burned.
Then what is it?
If I were to make a decision based on what I see here, it's carbon dust.
Carbon dust? Why would something like that be on the victim?
I thought you'd ask that, but, well, I don't have a clue.
Tell me why they hired you again?
Hey, people don't just run into carbon dust in their daily lives. Using it as a component in a bomb is unusual too. Honestly, I just don't know.
Oh well. Let's just keep this fact in mind for later then.
What would this be on their hand? No way to connect that. Maybe connect it to the callus? No way to do that. Unknown method. Nah. Give me something, game.
Dr. Kimishima.
Thank you.
Another corpse has arrived.
Another one? What are you talking about?
The newest victim. There was another bombing.
The raging bomber again?
Yes, apparently. The corpse is in the autopsy room. Please investigate it when you have time.
Alright, I'll look at it right away.
It's like, hey, go do it when you have a free sec. And she's like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go there now then.
A fourth one. How many more will there be by the time this is all over? I can't hear anything. So he died before he was able to say anything about his death.
So that means that the bombs were put in really well. Like, they were so sudden. And given the way that the dialogue was going for Aiden, this has to mean that they had no idea the bombs existed. Let's check and see if you have the carbon. You do.
There's something on the fingertip. I've seen this somewhere before. Now, where was that?
It was on a little finger.
Yes, I noticed this on the third victim, Aiden Posner, as well. There's something a little different about this, though. It's...
The physical location.
Yes, Aiden had it on a different part of his hand. The substance on Aiden's hand was...
It was on his right little finger.
That's right. It was on the little finger of his right hand. I should have these compared to see if they're the same substance.
Could this be because this guy's left-handed? Because the other dude was right-handed. No calluses. Nice ass, though.
The corpse has obvious lacerations and burns caused by the explosion.
And they were also within a
These
meter
wounds are
again.
very similar to the ones found on Aiden's corpse. This requires further investigation.
And that's all I can find out about you. Okay, now I can actually work with stuff. I do like my brute force way of, I don't have any way to do this, but I'm still gonna mash things together on my computer. I just remember if there doesn't seem to be anything, to just exit the computer and learn
Dr.
someone else has been
Kimishima,
killed.
We've found some information about the victim.
I'm listening.
Let's see. The victim is Stephen Eldred. He's 20 years old and is a student at a local college.
And a Caucasian male, as in the bomber's warning.
Yes, but we still don't know if this is the revolutionaries doing or not.
Well, finding out shouldn't make us any happier. It's another life lost.
Right. This might sound a little morbid, but we got lucky with this explosion. It didn't cause any fires or structural damage, so the crime scene is more or less intact. This gives us a better opportunity to find out who did it, no matter who it was.
Huh, that's true. The more information we can get, the better. Investigating the crime scene and the corpse may help us progress in the investigation.
Right. I've sent all the information we have right now to your computer. I'll have HQ get us a recording of the original bomb threat, too.
Please do. I'm going to continue investigating.
Alright, we'll be able to investigate the crime scene at some point. Okay, if that's the case, then we shall listen to the voice and then go to the scene. At least they said it was available. Guess it's not. Oh. Unless this is it. Is it new? I could have sworn they said we added another one. No, it's not. He's like, hello. Shut up.
This room belonged to the fourth victim, Stephen Eldred. The explosion was concentrated on the right side of the room. The left side is almost untouched. Huh? What's that sound? Oh, so that's what it was. Hello?
Excuse me, but isn't this Mr. Eldred's residence?
That's correct. And you are?
Michael Lang. I'm from Loan and Taxes. If you are aware of our business model, then you must know why I'm calling.
Huh. You're a loan shark. Does that mean Stephen Eldred has a debt?
I will not divulge any of my customers' personal information. Please let Mr. Eldred know that we're trying to contact him. Well then.
Michael Lang from Loan and Taxes. Was that really a call from a loan shark?
I don't know. There's a train, though. Let's move to about here. Put some more spray on.
What could this piece of metal be from?
Obviously, we have another piece of the bomb. Not on the person this time. This time it's lodged
It's
into a
embedded rather
wall.
deep. It was most likely launched by the force of the explosion.
It looks like there are footprints over here. Foot powder and spray. Nothing. Not a thing. Doors was damaged by the blast, though. The window's broken.
Could this be the computer that the victim used? This may still have some information we can use. Let's power it up and see what there is. Odd. The screen isn't turning on. It's not accepting any input either. Could it be broken?
Oh, we have something going on with a non-responsive computer.
This is filthy. It appears to be a broken guitar.
The guitar is
Seems to
important.
stand out compared to the rest of this room.
Well, seems we apparently have everything we need. We have plenty of things that we can add to our evidence. I'm gonna make these episodes close to 30
Hey,
minutes.
little guy.
I
I need
should.
some help from you.
Especially considering how long these cases
What are you
are.
up to now?
What are you doing,
I'm
Naomi?
insulted. There's somebody I need you to look into.
Is that all? That shouldn't be any problem.
Good. His name is Michael Lang. He's a loan shark.
Planning on buying a house soon?
Stop playing around. He called the victim's phone.
I see. Was it a collection call? Did the victim owe him money?
He hung up before I could find out. That's why I'm asking for your assistance.
Oh, I get it. Okay, I'll look into him.
Make sure to check whether or not he's employed at a place called Loan and Taxes. For all we know, the man who called was the bomber himself.
I'll keep that possibility in mind.
Probably not. Sounded different. At least in my personal opinion. We have a lot of stuff. Particularly. Nothing we can do about that. Maybe we have to have Mystery Metal 2 examined
Hey, little
first.
guy, can you tell me anything about this?
Yes, of course. It's a piece of metal.
Thank you. You are the shining star in this
I
game.
collected it from the wall of the room the explosion happened in, so I thought...
Yep, it's a piece of steel pipe. It could have come from anywhere. The chromatographic scan shows traces of black powder. The powder was used as the explosive propellant.
Now we know for sure what that piece of metal is. It's...
It's part of the bomb. Or part of a
Yes,
robot.
It's likely the same situation that occurred with Aiden's death. The analyses show that the powder and the metal are exactly the same as those found in Aiden's bombing.
I see. I get the feeling that this will work with something else that we know.
Maybe the other piece of metal.
These pieces of metal were found at both Aiden's and Stephen's deaths. Material analysis showed that both pieces were chemically identical. That means
they were part of alchemy experiments.
yes, it's quite likely that both pieces were cut from common steel pipes. There's something else we discovered about the metal fragments. That is,
From both bombings was... explosive propellant. Oh, you're freaking out. Look at that cursor freak out.
indeed, black powder was used as the propellant for both explosions. The same components, the same metal casing. The bombs in these cases are the same type of explosive.
Let's see. No reason to connect the dead man's voice on any of these. Those are just the thing. Carbon dust on finger. We should have you, investigate this carbon dust.
Kimishima, do you need something analyzed? What's this?
This was found on the fourth victim's corpse. Can you see if this is the same substance that was found on Aiden's hand?
Sure, it'll just take a moment. This is carbon dust, too. There's no mistaking it.
I thought as much. But why would they both have carbon dust on them?
I think we're starting to figure some stuff out here. So we're going to end off this episode. Next time on Let's Play Trauma Team, we are going to connect the carbon dust and hopefully have a better idea of how these murders went. Until next time, everybody.